Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Gurureva Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. The Guru is Brahma. The Guru is Vishnu. The Guru is the God Maheshwara, Shiva. The Guru is the Supreme Brahman. To that Guru, I offer my salutations. Akhanda Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. I bow down to the Divine Guru who reveals to one the Divine Being that encircles and permeates the moving and the unmoving. Welcome to the signs of an authentic Guru. From this you can understand that we are speaking about a Guru, that's a Supreme Guru. We will break it down into understandable bits so we can proceed. I'm reminded of a humorous, more like a story amongst us, which is also popular. Say, well, a young person goes to a guru and says, I want to be a disciple. Oh no, it's very difficult to be a disciple. Extremely difficult. You have to get up early in the morning, bathe, and then meditate. And after that, go to the forest, collect firewood for the homa, the yajnas. Then draw water, then clean the ashram, and then study the scriptures, and on, and he goes right up till nightfall. So I told you it's very difficult to be a disciple. Then the young man says, what do you do? Well, I sit down and teach. In that case, why don't you make me a guru then? A society is known by the spiritual impulse that is there amongst a sizable number of people. It's not technology, it's not GDP, it's not just comfort, all that. That spiritual urge defines a society. And for good or bad, I don't know, there is a growing demand for spirituality. And this spirituality is not antithetical to religion. And this has proliferated the rise of so many so-called gurus. Swamiji says, each soul is destined to be perfect. Eventually, everybody will attain perfection. But it does not preclude receiving help from outside. And this receiving help from outside is what comes from somebody called the Guru. It will hasten the process. Swami Vivekananda says, it's a mysterious law of nature that as soon as the field is ready, the seed must come. As soon as a soul earnestly desires to have religion, the transmitter of the religion will come. But in this world of Maya, you've got to be careful of what is real and what is fake. Yes, this world is a mixture of both. You've got to take it there. You cannot leave it, you have to take it. But you have to know what is real and what is a simulation, what is unreal. And especially in today's world where there is a commercialization of spirituality to such a degree where people are marketing not only themselves, but they are selling cures, artifacts, accessories, etc., etc. It has become a lucrative market. Anything with the word spirituality seems to be selling. It's a selling point. You use that word appropriately and with enough vigor and consistently, you've got a line there ready to be exploited. The worst is when the teacher thinks he or she that they have some secret doctrine or some secret spiritual disciplines. And so you come to me and I will teach you. That is the biggest problem in today's world of spirituality. That I know something which is secret. There is no secret in spiritual life. Spirituality is open and it should be given to everyone freely. So such people, who make a kind of a secret out of it, we'll have to have problems there. Then we'll have to see the credentials, the credibility, and the character of that person. Even if that person has some kind of knowledge, we'll have to see whether that knowledge is authentic or no. And, of course, a character. Mostly you can find in these small groups of teachers teaching spirituality, you will find it's all about power and control. Yeah. And that has to be avoided at all costs. After a while of this little of this power and attention and all these things, the teachers, they feel they are infallible, which is another big trap. And later on you'll find the trap, and very strangely, I've seen all over the years, they fall into that pleasure principle. It's almost kind of, it's a given sequence. You start here and then and of course then that leads to greater problems. A guru is one guru, that is one who dispels the darkness. So one who dispels darkness is the guru. And Swami Vivekananda says, it's either due to some good karma that one has done, or to some grace of the gods or the goddesses or whatever, whoever, that you encounter a guru. And it is something that it's like a spiritual birth. This guru is going to lead you away from samsara. You have been traveling in a wrong direction and somebody comes and says, this is not the way you ought to proceed. Come away. And leads you away. So the guru becomes The father, the mother, the brother, the sister, the guide, the philosopher, everything. And moreover, you will find that transmission of teachings will have to be done through love. No other medium will succeed. If the Guru does not love the disciple, that's a big disaster waiting for the disciple and also for the Guru. So there are the Gurus who want prestige and attention and all the adulation. That person cannot be a Guru. It's impossible. Why? Because the Guru, it's a hard task. It's a bad job. And it is 24/7. It is continuously, day and night. There is no respite. Oh, this is the Guru's time. Oh, no, this is no Guru's time. This is my time. No, nothing. The Guru lives for the disciple. So in case you have a sloppy disciple, what do? You egg him on, him or her, through love. Inspire that person. The Guru has to take all responsibility. Suppose the disciple is sloppy or wavered, or the disciple is not just interested, or the disciple falls from the path. The Guru has to take responsibility for each and every action of the disciple. Even if the Guru says, no, he is not my disciple anymore. I have disowned him. That cannot be. No Guru can disown a disciple. So it's there, it's fixed. You better take it, no leaving it. So this responsibility has it is burdensome, but if, like I said, if there's no love for the disciple, that burden will become, the Guru will like to shrug it off. In the case of Holy Mother, you'll find she's waking up in the middle of the night and doing japa. So she's not well. And the attendant comes, Mother, why you doing japa? You try to rest. You're not well. What can I do, my child? People come and take the mantras and they don't do the japa. So I'm doing it for them. So Guru have to do the spiritual disciplines for the sloppy disciple also. No way out. You have more disciples, you do more japa. So that is the endless trouble that the Guru has to undergo for the disciple's sake. Moreover, there is another factor, that when a Guru initiates somebody or accepts a disciple, that Guru has to take some part of the disciple's karma in order to plant the seed of spirituality within. And that karma that is taken by the Guru has to be worked out, either through spiritual disciplines, which generally it is done, or through some illnesses in the Guru's body. So when you see a Guru limping along and he's got some problem and he's working out your karma. So be thankful of this. This is one of the greatest things that a Guru can do for you. Take your karma. If a Guru doesn't say, no, I don't want it, you can go. No. He'll do it. In fact, that becomes kind of a given. You have a disciple, you take the disciple's karma. initially the instructions are of a general character, but as the disciple progresses, the disciple's temperament, because the temperament changes, the character changes. That will depend on how earnest the disciple is. So the guru has to constantly be attentive in order to fine-tune the disciple's path, the spiritual journey. It's not, I give it to you now you can do whatever you want to. No. He'll follow up and see how the disciple is progressing, and then he'll come. So it's a very vast subject. Vedanta, there are so many divisions and subdivisions and subdivisions that it's difficult for even Vedantins to really comprehend the vast network of traditions. But think of it like that. There are all branches emerging from the same trunk. The tree is giving off branches. Some branches are growing vigorously. Some branches drop off. New branches emerge. Some branches become deformed. But the vigor of that tree does not diminish. And various traditions in India have been linked to this branch, this tree, this trunk, and it's a massive tree. You can understand spirituality only through this branches, which leads to the trunk. And this is generally the Vedas. The Vedas are considered the repository of all spiritual ideas and ideals and practices. Anyone saying, no, we don't acknowledge the authority of the Vedas, then you can leave us. Like what was done with Buddhism. You can leave us. Take your boat and get off. Along with that, we had even Jainism. No, we don't acknowledge the Vedas. You can leave us. So it sacrificed a huge branch itself. And they were cut off from this main, you can say, trunk, this tree. And this tree has been there for thousands and thousands of years. Any guru or any teacher who does not acknowledge the lineage of the gurus is suspect. No, I got it. Where do you get it? No, I got it from spiritual. Even a person gets it through intense spiritual disciplines. That person also will have to authenticate their experience with what has been mentioned either in the scriptures or by other gurus. So you have to have a benchmark for this. You cannot say, I got it on my own. In Indian spirituality, nothing is new. Absolutely nothing. It is a long tradition of gurus and disciples, and then the disciples become gurus in turn, and they come down over and over, and it is only refining the old, modifying it to suit the present age. And this has been going on. Nothing is new. If you read some of the Upanishads, you will find astounding realizations that even we cannot even forget, dream of, cannot even imagine. It's like today we are nothing. So here we have that these realizations have been rolling down through the succession of guru and disciples. Generally, we will find a lot of these traditions have been started not by ordinary, you'll say, liberated souls, as they say. the Jivan Muktas. They may start something but will fizzle out. You see? But they have been started by some incarnation of God, some great spiritual power that has come. And that has started. This has impelled all these branches. It is there. So we have seen so many organizations pop up, and after a while, the originator of that organization passes away, and then the rest, the guru has passed away, the disciples fight, quarrel amongst themselves, and they tear all whatever has been built up over the years there. By taking the karma of the disciple, the guru has forever linked himself or herself to the disciple. This is the bond that is unbreakable. It's unbreakable. And the guru is always in touch with the disciple. The disciple may not know it, but the guru is in touch through the mind, or you can say better, the prana. You may not be physically present there, that does not matter. But the guru is in touch with all of them. Then you can understand what the quality of a guru is according to the disciples. They say person is known by the company he keeps. So if you have Sri Ramakrishna used to sing, Jamon Guru Temon Chela. So, like the disciple is like the guru in some respects. So if you have some real good disciples, then you can understand, okay, they've got a good guru. Useless disciples, wayward, then you can understand. That's the guru's fault. So the guru has to take the fault of these guys. They are doing all this in my name and look at them. So he cannot say, no, that's not my fault. That's your fault. Why did you accept the guy as a disciple then? So there is, Swami Vivekananda says, there's a tangible, you can say, transfer of power between the guru and the disciple. And this is done through either the mantra or through a look or even at a distance. Powerful gurus can do it even at a distance. Now, this transfer of power, he's saying the transmitter should have power to transmit something, and the receiver has to have something, some instrument to receive it. Otherwise, what's the point? There's nothing to be transferred and nothing to receive. That kind of relationship is just useless. Swami Vivekananda says, to convey such an impulse to any soul in the first place, the soul from which it proceeds must possess the power of transmitting it. So he also says, religion is the highest knowledge and the highest wisdom. And he says, cannot be brought, nor can it be acquired from books. Yes, this is something, and also include your YouTube and every other thing. So it cannot. Real spirituality, you may read all the books. It's like in India we say, the popular say, an ass carries a load of sandalwood, does not know the value of the sandalwood, but knows how heavy it is. So persons who read books and books and books for spirituality, they will only read. But real spirituality will not come through books. And then he says, you will not find it anywhere until your heart is ready for receiving it and your guru has come. So there is something, there is a spiritual law. When you are ready, the Guru will come. Or, I like to say it like that, the Guru is constantly calling. And at times, the disciples hear it. In the case of in Sri Ramakrishna's life, we see how he used to go on the roof of that the house that he was living in, and he used to say, "Where are you all? Come, my children. I've been waiting for you. I'm waiting for you." He's saying, my heart, as it were, used to feel like as it is wrung like a wet towel. So he used to feel at pangs. And how much? He almost did it for 20 years. 20 years he waited, crying out for his disciples, and then they begin coming one by one by one. And that's the reason why when he used to see a disciple, he used to recognize it. He used to want to go and pour all his realizations into the disciple. That's what the Guru does. The Guru will not only give you the mantra, but his own spiritual disciplines and his own realizations. Pour it in. So if you get such a Guru, please go. And don't. And the Guru will tell, no. Get away. I'm not your Guru. No, you hold his feet tight and don't let it go. The Guru also tests the disciples' earnestness. Okay. So Sri Ramakrishna used to test. He used to see the features, look at you can say, the body language and the body structure. That was the physical side of checking things. And then he also used to see, through his yogic insight, the mind. So if the disciple does something wrong, blame the Guru. Why? Because the Guru should have had the insight into the disciple's spiritual mind. Because every one of us has a streak, or you can say, a large, you can say, area of the mind that is spiritual. So the Guru will look into this, and also the path that is. So that reading has to be correct. So you're saying, oh, I'm spiritual, and you don't have that streak of spirituality within you. Generally, the Gurus will not say, wait for some time. They'll try to encourage that person to develop this. Then he's saying, thus, Gurus who will accept disciples for any monetary gain is not allowed. There can be no money. So he's saying the Guru makes disciples solely out of love and compassion. No transactions are allowed in such a relationship. And there are so many Gurus in the sense of they speak beautifully and people are attracted to them. Yeah, Swami Vivekananda says, saying, everyone wants to be a teacher. And he's saying, they are like, in Vivek Chudamani, there is a Vag, Vaikari, Shabda, Chari, Shastra, Vyakan. Like, you are good at words, good at explaining things and all. But that's only for the enjoyment of the learned, not for the liberation of the soul. So when you have a very articulate Guru, and the person, wow, look at this, explaining things so beautifully. Now I think everything is clear. But there is no spiritual power behind that. So he's saying, there's also another in the Upanishad says. He's saying, be careful. He's saying, they themselves are immersed in ignorance and they're trying to lead others to perfection. It's like the blind leading the blind. And then they both fall into a ditch. So in the Upanishads, Avidya Mantare Vartamana Swayam Dhira, they think, oh, I am the wisest and the greatest. And I'm the Pandita. And then they go leading the other disciple like the blind leading the blind. So, and Swami Vivekananda says, well, every beggar has a dream of donating $1 million. So like these beggars are ridiculous, some of these gurus also are ridiculous. They want to give something which don't have. So the principal qualities for a guru it's already laid down in the Upanishads. Shrotriya avrijano kamahatasya sa brahmavittama. One who is learned in the scriptures. That is one who knows the spirit of the scriptures. Not just the dry bones of scriptures, the syntax, the grammar and this and that. You'll find people going to the grammar and this word means like this. Avrijano. Avrijano means one who is sinless, one who is pure. A kamahata is one who has no desires. And one who knows the truth. These are the signs of a guru. The guru will never say, we can only, in many cases, like, if you want to learn mathematics or physics, you'll say what the professor teaches, that's good enough. I don't need to see his character, what he does after class. Nah. In spiritual life, that you have to see that also. Saying, because no impure person can be a teacher. Because that will harm the disciple. So that's the first thing. Like again I said, one who knows the spirit of the scriptures. Everybody knows the scriptures, everybody quotes. Nowadays there are translations and chat GPTs and this and that everywhere. And everybody, now even Google is called a guru. Let's ask the Google guru. So Google also now has got a status of a guru. And chat GPT also is like a guru. Okay. Hey, what is the Kundalini? And then he'll give a long, there it is. So the guru, he knows the spirit of the scriptures. Firstly, the scriptures, we have translations of almost all the scriptures. But these are just the surface of things. The real meaning, the spiritual meaning is hidden from it. In the earlier days, there had to be a long discipleship, a training before the guru would formally accept the disciple. Why? Because there's a story in one of the Upanishads, Satyakama. He was a young boy, and then he never knew his family lineage. You got to tell. In India, we'll have to tell which lineage you are from, like which tribe. It's called a gotra, and he never knew. And all the other boys and probably the girls also, they're making fun of him. So the guru, to avoid all this kind of, took 400 weak and lean cows and tell them, you go take them to the forest, come back when they are 1,000. And so the boy goes and he diligently serves the cows and waters and feeds them, this, that and all. When they have become 1,000, big bull in the center is saying, Satyakama, we are 1,000. Take us to your guru. I will teach you one aspect of Brahman. So, Lord, please teach me. Then he taught him that. Then he's saying, a bird will teach you another part. And then the bird comes and teaches him. Then this fire will teach him. Then another diver bird, like a kind of like a kingfisher bird. And when the disciple comes back to the ashram, so the Guru said, no, Satyakama, your face shines like the knower of Brahman. Who has taught you this? Saying beings other than men. These were the gods. These illustrations only mean that the gods, they taught him the knowledge of Brahman. And then he's saying, but I have heard, oh teacher, that the knowledge that comes from the Guru only is well established in a disciple. So please teach me. And the Guru teaches him, the Guru, the sage Gautama, teaches him the exact things that he had learned from nature or from the gods. So that's a very famous Acharya Devya Vidya Vidita Sadishtam. Real knowledge comes from the Guru who knows the spirit of the scriptures. And that is transferred to the disciple. So real. And in Vedanta, the illustration is always given one lamp lighting another lamp. It's always the Guru's light is used to light the disciples' light. And on and on and on and on it goes. If the Guru itself has no light, then there's nothing is coming out to the disciple. And a karma, there should be no desire. The only desire of the Guru is to see the welfare, the all-round welfare of the disciple. He may say, hey, you see, avoid this food, or wear this, or that, something like that. But that is specific to the disciple, because he has to take care of his entire health and wealth and mind and body and everything. So but then there are some gurus who they become like dietitians or some like fashion designers. Hey, wear this, wear that, do this and do that, eat this. No. A specific instruction has to be given to that specific disciple regarding him. So there is no other desire than the welfare of the disciple. That's why a kamhata is not smitten by any desire. The only desire that the Guru has is to do good. That's all. And Yo Brahma Vittama, one who is the best knowers of reality or the truth. This is it. Otherwise, what you're going to have? Nothing. We still have a little way to go. Now, Sri Ramakrishna says, now to come back to the real basics, Sri Ramakrishna says, at one time, the mind itself becomes a guru. And this is true. The external teacher has to awaken the internal teacher, the guru inside. If the teacher does not, if the teacher wants the disciples to be completely dependent on him or her for everything, that's another danger. You are going to have a crop of dependent disciples. And that's where the idea of control comes in. Yes, so that has to be avoided. So the Guru will awaken the inner Guru. The mind itself becomes a Guru. Swami Shardananda says, this power manifesting through the disciple goes on explaining the hidden complex truths of spirituality. The disciple, the aspirant, need not go to any other place to solve spiritual problems. The mind has become the guru. Now we say, how does the mind become the guru? Now that is a big thing. There is something called Guru Shakti, the power of the Guru, and the Guru Bhava, the attitude or the state of mind of a Guru. This has been thoroughly explained by Swami Satyamayananda in his Shri Ramakrishna and his divine play. To take Shri Ramakrishna as an example, he discusses saying, Shri Ramakrishna was a most humble person. In fact, before people could salute him, he used to salute. And he was so humble, there was no ego at all. And there is a charge leveled against him that, why are you making him such a big religious teacher? We saw him, he was so humble. Saying this itself is a very, you can say, practical demonstration of the Guru Shakti, the Guru power, they say. Why? He's saying, if you do not renounce the sense of I, all you think all of yourself all the time, the power will not flow through you. The more you think of yourself, the less of that power flows. I mean, it's obstructed. It's just dammed. So the Guru has to, as it were, remove his or her personality for the time being and let the power, the Guru power flow. Now, where does the Guru power arise from? The Guru power, the Guru Shakti arises, Swami Satyamayananda says, it is the power of the Divine Mother herself. Because in the opening chant we said Guru is Brahma, Guru is Vishnu, Guru is Deva. The Guru is God. What? Yes. You cannot have any other Guru. The Guru is God. And this power, which is the power of creation, preservation, destruction, which is going on constantly. And there's another power, the power that is taking souls to perfection. Don't think that all these things that are going on, this samsara and this nonsense that is going on, that's the only thing that is there. Through all these various processes of karma, the mad karma that every soul has to undergo through the physical and emotional and all the turmoil and all these things that everyone is going through, God is leading us away from this world, leading us to perfection. This power is as potent as the other powers manifested in the universe. So this power is a power of the Divine Mother, or he says, the power of Ishvara, God. Now, he lays it out specifically. Shri Ramakrishna used to go into a state which is called Bhavamukha. That is the state in which he used to identify himself with the cosmic mind. This is the universal I that is there. So Shri Ramakrishna identified himself with this cosmic I. And in that state, which is called Bhavamukha, being identified with everything, and this cosmic I is the root of all creation. Everything has emerged from this cosmic I. So in this state, say, he identified himself there, and that Guru Bhav, that power that comes through the various channels, then flows through the Gurus. The state called God or Ishvara or the Divine Mother. You can take it. These words are interchangeable. So the power of the Guru is the power of God that flows through. It is the power of creation. It is not an ordinary thing. And when the Guru, I, the individual ego, has been eliminated, that Guru becomes the channel of this power. So the human Guru is only a conduit, only a channel of this power, which is already pre-existing in the universe. Yeah, it cannot say, oh, I'm the Guru, I've created this power. No, this power is pre-existent with creation. If God has created this universe, God has to look after this universe. And there are some souls who don't want to get more involved in the samsara. The same power is liberating them. So it is, we are in bondage also, and at the same time, there's another power. If you choose, comes. Does this power choose you? Yes, at times this power chooses you. And this is very clear. This is also the doctrine in the Upanishads, saying, as you know, I think in the Bible it says, Jesus says, many are called, but few are chosen. Yes, very few are chosen. Okay. Why? Disciple, to be a disciple, all right. But these guys are going to be the future gurus. You have to be careful. Few are chosen. So sometimes you are chosen. Yes, that Guru Shakti, the Guru power chooses you. It's not it's a randomness. Yeah, there is randomness in the universe, but here there's no randomness. They're specific. And there, as the Upanishad says, Yame Vaisha Vrinudate Tena Labhyat. And the Atman reveals itself to one who is chosen. And there's a Tasaisha Atma Vivrinute Tanum, and then it reveals its Tanum, its form. It chooses you, and then it reveals itself to you. So this is the Guru Shakti, the power of the Guru. This power of the Guru is dormant in every one of us. It's not, oh, there is some. Suddenly you fall from the skies and say, I'm now a disciple. And suddenly another something falls and I'm Guru. No, it does not happen. It is dormant in everyone because we don't want any partiality here. Everyone is. But in most people it is dormant, and some people it is awake. And when it awakens, it is that Guru Shakti. Now the strangest thing about this Guru power, there was one incident like in Sri Ramakrishna, in the life of Swami Brahmananda, who was the first president of the Ramakrishna order. So Swami Premananda, his brother disciple, he bought you can say, a troublesome young monk and dragged him because he was troublesome to Raja Maharaj, saying, Maharaj, please place your hand on his head and bless him so that his mind becomes a little calm. So, and Raja Maharaj, Swami Brahmananda, he places hand. And immediately Swami Premananda, his brother disciple, understands. He puts his head forward to let Raja Maharaj touch his hand. Raja Maharaj was younger than Swami Premananda. And then Swami Premananda yells loudly, to everyone within earshot, "Come, all of you, come here, quickly." And he brought everybody and pushed them around. And Raja Maharaj kept on blessing them, blessing them. There were one or two guys who were late comers, as always. And by that time they rushed. Raja Maharaj said, "Nah, it's over." He's saying, Swami Premanand is saying that power that suddenly arose in Raja Maharaj came on suddenly. And he blessed everybody. And then the power was withdrawn. That is another strange fact in spiritual life. This power, the Guru Shakti, sometimes comes in, does its work, and it withdraws itself. So you don't expect that Guru to be constantly on that high, intense level. Cannot. Because at that level, the Guru, the physical body of the channel will break. You cannot sustain it for any length of time. So it comes suddenly, and we don't know when. It just comes. Of course, the channel is open, so it comes. So it comes suddenly, it goes suddenly. And sometimes the Guru also, Swami Sharadana discusses, the Guru also sometimes does not know when the power is going to flow. And if you get that, there it is. Then what happens? Now the external Guru, and then the mind is the Guru. Oh my God, how many Gurus? And then there's a God as a Guru. What is this? In the final analysis, your realization will take place in this way, Swami Sharadananda says. The disciple will see that he is nothing but a reflection of the Guru. And what has bonded them together is the mantra or the spiritual instruction. So the mantra, the disciple, the Guru are led to the Ishta, that is the chosen ideal, the aspect of God. And then it bonds with that. And then the chosen aspect of God, the chosen ideal, bonds with Ishvara, God. So in the final analysis, the disciple finds that she or he and the Guru, which is now internal, and the mantra, and the chosen ideal, and God are one. This is the process which one attains the Advaitic vision. Without this, you cannot get it. Whatever you try, you analyze your waking dream, deep sleep, and this and that. No. How does one realize the highest? This is the way. There is no, and it has been like this for thousands of years. The disciple, the mantra, the Guru, the chosen ideal, the one whom the Guru had given you to meditate upon, you will find all connected. And that chosen ideal then is linked with the highest supreme. That is why Guru is Brahma, Guru is Vishnu, Guru is the great Lord Maheshwara, Shiva. Guru is a supreme Brahman. To that Guru, I offer my salutations. Om, peace, peace, peace. We take a few questions here. Okay. Will a Guru sometimes pass along a devotee to another Guru, human or divine? No. It doesn't. Yeah, at times, like, you can say he's like a kind, Guru says, yeah, I'm like a kind of a matchmaker. In India, you have this matchmaking. That's a big business. Okay, that, yeah, there are professional matchmakers. So they will check the astrological charts and this and that and all these kind of things. So he's saying, I only marry the disciple to God. I'm just a matchmaker. That is in a way to show that that I'm not in a way really responsible, because there's something else has come and chosen you. But to transfer you from one guru to another, no. For good or for evil or whatever, you are stuck with your guru and the guru is stuck with you. Nothing is going to break it. So no transfer. Does the guru have to be enlightened until I get ready? Ready? I'm learning on YouTube. Okay. There are many talking about Vedanta concepts. How does one know who is legit? Oh, nobody tells they are enlightened. No. If you want to know whether the guru is enlightened, you must have some degree of spiritual development to recognize it. Well, like, take for instance, there was a monk from another order who had come to a monastery in India, and he came, and Swami Shivananda was there. They're saying he looked, he's a knower of Brahman, and that knower of Brahman, he's a knower of Brahman. So you have to have something to at least recognize. The guru is not one thing you learn. No guru of any worth he'll ever say, I am enlightened. Because it's like throwing pearls before a swine, That's what the comments say. If the guru says he's enlightened, be careful. Be careful. There are some tests, of course, in the scriptures. There are some tests. So you can either learn those tests and then test. So first is, your first part of the question, does a guru have to be enlightened? Swami Vivekananda says, you can get help from even lesser gurus. You may not need right now an enlightened guru and the full enlightenment. So you might get. And then he's saying, okay, how does one? I answered. Until I get ready, I'm learning on YouTube. Well, you can, but then it's better you can go and meet whoever you're listening to in person. It's better, because just this morning we were discussing that the level of the students' levels are slowly going down. They're getting dumber every day or what, I don't know. But no offense to anybody, but they have found one reason, and that is because they are interacting more with their screens. They are not really learning. When you interact with your teachers, in person, there is a transfer. And the transfer comes through the prana. See, the words themselves have behind it the prana, the vital force. So it is transferred there. So that is how really learning takes place. It's a transfer. Even in the spiritual world, the same thing happens. You can learn on YouTube and all, get yourself ready, keep yourself occupied. Better than seeing some crazy things, okay? Going to some crazy places. So it's a good thing, but real learning, you'll really imbibe things when you can interact with this person. Legit, how does one know who is legit? The guru also will say, let me see if you are legit. So it works both ways, you see. Let's say. Okay, I think the rest of the questions can be taken first. Before we leave, a few announcements. This evening, this afternoon rather, we have devotional singing. A devotional singing group will meet at 4 p.m. Raka, of course, leads everybody. And Wednesday, 7 p.m., Gospel of Holy Mother is an online class by Swami Brahmatmananda, Jim. Friday, Self-Knowledge, Atmabodh, here in person as well as online. And Saturday, it's 11 a.m., we have a monthly meditation retreat at Tapovana, Arlington Center, Retreat Center. Please, you're all welcome. There you have to be in person. No streaming. Mother's Children, of course, Sunday. And next Sunday, the Sunday talk, Sri Chaitanya's contribution to religion and spirituality. We just had a few days back his birthday, Sri Chaitanya. He was a great spiritual force, and how he molded society and religion and spiritual practices. That's a remarkable story. So I'm going to discuss that. And those who have not yet gone through our Global Vedanta online magazine, please do so. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ram Krishna Arpanamastu.